Hi, it's Clark Reid with today's tech headlines and a review of some of Worldwide Developers Conference. Please give us a like if you enjoyed the reports by crushing that like button. You can also subscribe so you'll know when a new report is posted. Yes, the long-awaited one more thing, Apple's Vision Pro, was previewed at WWDC. I was lucky enough to have one sent and try it out so I could show it to you right here. Okay, just kidding. At the keynote, it was a 2-hour keynote. So all we're going to talk about here today is the Vision Pro, the one more thing. By the way, the new operating system is called Vision OS. And the actual device, not these ridiculous goggles I have on, is actually controlled by hands, eyes, and voice. They're calling it spatial computing. They're touting it as a fully 3D interface. Apps hover in front of you so you can see the room around you behind it. And you control the level of immersion with a little crown, like the digital crown on the Apple Watch. Just turn it around and you can zoom in and zoom out, basically. When you look at the person wearing the headset, you can see their eyes, or so it looks like on the tinted glass, which is honestly kind of freaky. And by the way, it's not their real eyes. It's a rendering of their eyes. But again, a little freaky. But it only happens when someone is picked up in your field of view. If you're immersed in a video, then it puts up a multicolored display on the outside screen to kind of let people know that you're busy and buzz off. There are no input devices like a mouse or multi-touch needed. You can just use hand gestures and voice commands and your eye movements. You can see multiple screens that just kind of float in front of you with the room in the background, the room that you're in, actually. And you can even use multiple apps which appear on floating screens. And if you want to type, it'll put a little virtual keyboard out in front of you so you can type in midair and look ridiculous. But at least it's an input. The Vision Pro will work with a Mac seamlessly, too. You can put your Mac screen right next to one of the screens or two of the screens from the headset. And with FaceTime, you can chat with multiple people floating life-size in front of you. You can resize your photos, zoom in on them, and panoramas, this is really a cool thing, become panoramic automatically and fill your entire field of view. Vision Pro also has a claimed 3D camera for video. You press a button on the headset, it starts recording, and there is a little light, that shows those around that you're being videoed, kind of like what happened with Google's maligned glass holes. So you don't want to be a glass hole with the Vision Pro. And I'm sure they'll come up with some kind of clever way of describing that, too. By the way, if you watch a movie, the Vision Pro gives you the effect of a 100-foot screen, which is a pretty cool deal. Now, this is kind of a biggie. They've partnered with Disney. They even had Bob Iger as part of the presentation. He says he thinks the headset is a revolutionary new device, and he has actually used it. Disney Plus will be available from day one on the Vision Pro. That ought to be pretty fun to watch all of the Star Wars and Marvel stuff on this Vision Pro. The Vision Pro will run all day plugged in, but it only runs about 2 hours on a separate battery pack, and there's a wire that drops down from the battery pack to wherever you keep it. I'm sure there are going to be a whole ton of nerd holsters for belts for the battery pack for all of the people that buy this thing that are going to clip it on their belt and look sillier. But, well, it's a great-looking device if it works like Apple showed in their presentation today. By the way, the little screens have more pixels than a 4K TV for each of your eyes. And they also have drop-in lenses for correction if you wear glasses and you want to drop even more money than you already have. It has dual driver audio pods that sit right in front of your ears. They analyze the room around you like the HomePod does, and then give you spatial audio. And the Vision Pro runs on an M2 chip and a new chip they call the R1 chip. It processes, get this, just in this headset, there are 12 cameras, 5 sensors, and 6 microphones. And they say it has less lag time than the blink of an eye. Apple says most apps that are available on other Apple platforms will be available on the Vision Pro at launch, and they will run natively on the headset. And it will have its own app store, too, for some exclusive apps that it's going to have. It uses something they're calling Optic ID to verify you and log you in when you put it on. Basically, that's a retina scan, really. The Vision Pro will be more money than we even thought. It's going to be an eye-watering, and sorry about the pun, $34.99, more than the $3,000 that was predicted. And it won't be coming out this fall either, which we had thought it would be. It'll be coming out in early 2024. I'm Clark Reid, and you're Technified for now.